morning. It's 3:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 12th, Friday. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Now, after yesterday's screen fest on the phone with Coinbase, because I had to be aggressive with them. I have a subscriber who told me about 14 days ago Coinbase actually froze his account, and after numerous attempts, he cannot do anything with his account. It's still frozen. And that's after he probably took this big loss on Litecoin. He won't let him buy anything. So now he's going to totally miss out on this. They won't let him buy anything. The only way we could figure out how he could do something is that he could still buy on the stop loss. We figured a way where he could actually still trade on the system using the stop loss. Well, anyway, let's take a look to see if my screen fest at Coinbase about the market maker rigging. Let's see if it done anything. Well, it looks like it did have an impact that I'm watching, because now the market makers trades are removed. Last night there was the two market maker trades for 1,000 and change, both of them with the same market size, are now gone. I need people to take these videos and wallpaper them everywhere. Anywhere you can put these videos. Copy the link. I give you permission to spread my videos around. Copy the link and start spreading this around. This needs to be exposed. These guys are criminals. Casually. I don't know how you other traders who are over there could sit there scratching your head wondering how you got a loss when the loss was perpetrated on you. Okay? I'll explain it to you again. Okay, first of all, this market maker is the one and only individual market maker for Coinbase. He spread across all the pairs, trading pairs on Coinbase. And he's only one individual. Now, in NASDAQ, each security, like Litecoin, would be, which is a security now, as a federal judge ruled that since crypto is follows the rules of the Howey's test, it is a security. That's the new ruling. That new ruling came out in October 2018 by two federal judges, not one, two federal judges. So to me that makes it the law of the land. One federal judge makes it the law of the land. So now, what they were doing is the market maker would post two trades to pin the price between them, keeping the price low so he can maximize the profits at his limited liquidation capital. And he was able to maximize its potential and gain profit. When the price goes high, each transaction is larger, but he's probably still going to get the same money for even a larger or a smaller transaction. Okay? By liquidation. So if he does more, he's able to do more lower price transaction if the price is kept in a lower state. So that's why the market makers are in there manipulating the market. Okay? And he's getting enriched by it, and we're getting screwed by it. Now, I spoke to this about Coinbase multiple times, all the phone calls, letters, emails, everything is on this channel. Now, the only way to stop a crime is everybody's got to be aware it's happening and who's doing it. and then we're able to prevent it. In other words, if you see Johnny Rotten coming into your down the block, and you know he'll crawl in a window and rob you blind, you close all your windows, you tell all your neighbors, when Johnny Rotten comes down the block, everybody gets into the habit. They close their own windows and they're keeping an eye on Johnny Rotten. Guess what? He moves on. So now that we took a beating, this is why I think the market maker held Litecoin's price underwater all that time when Bitcoin was soaring. There was an interest in the alts because I see people trying to buy, but then you would see instantaneously the dump bot would come on. The price would go up to 122 or something, and bang, it would be dropped below 120, just right below the EMA lines, 12 and the 26. That's right there shows you that somebody's manipulating the price that don't want it to go up. That's the market maker over here. He doesn't have enough liquidity to cover the whole range of coins that are on Coinbase if they all started going parabolic. So what did he choose to do? He sat on the market. Now that he's got his results, he tried to move back in the market, use the same old method he was doing before to control the price and control us, basically. He hindered us from any gains. So these guys need to be sued into oblivion right then and there, their market maker. They can't compare themselves to NASDAQ because NASDAQ, in order to prevent the market maker monopolization of the market, NASDAQ has on average 14 market makers for each security. That's why I said it's dangerous to have one market maker in the security, because he'll monopolize it to benefit himself, and that's exactly what happened here at Coinbase. So hopefully now we'll break back out. The bottom is in, and we'll actually make some money on this, on altcoins. I call these top 5 coins the blue chip coins. Okay. These should be in a category all themselves. What Coinbase should do in order to stop this manipulation of the top coin is to protect people from the manipulation is they offer to their customers a blue chip basket where you get a number of these coins in a basket, like the banks do. You get a basket. Now you buy these coins in the basket, which means not one coin gets to dominate the others. Okay? If you buy a basket, everybody benefits. The whole market benefits. Or offer a basket trade. You can. They have the ability to offer a basket trade of these coins. You got all of these coins. You say, okay, you give us 10,000. This is what you get in the basket. Okay? Then you got nobody. Focusing, oh, this coin's a little weaker, let me move in on that coin and manipulate it. You see, that's what's happening. That's why you were seeing Litecoin. All of this was green, right? Everything was green. And then Litecoin would be the only coin in the red because the manipulator targeted that one. The market maker there targeted that coin. So I give everybody permission to post this channel, spread it around like a virus. People gotta know, it's gotta be exposed. Spread it around. Make sure everybody knows what's going on. Spread it around. Make sure everybody knows what this exchange is engaging in. We got other exchanges closing down and the money's disappearing. All of a sudden, people's accounts are frozen on that exchange, and then the money's missing. Now I got a record number of people saying, "Oh, their accounts have been frozen for 2 weeks." Okay, let me show you. Okay. stop loss. I can stop loss limit does bypass the buy ban. But he's under a buy ban. Okay, here it is again. My ticket from my last phone call about my account being frozen is still pending. It's been over 14 days now. This is why I don't like their ticket system, because they're a bunch of do-nothings. The guy's account's been frozen for 14 days, and they told him it was frozen because of an accident. What kind of excuse is that? What accident? Have you been hacked? Has your market maker unable to provide the proper liquidity to keep the exchange running, so you selectively started freezing people's accounts so he would have enough liquidity to keep up with the accounts that are still open? And this account is not new. His account's been open for 2 years. So the 14-day suspension until they verify him doesn't work. It's already been done on this account. So as you can see, Coinbase is not to be trusted. Now I'm looking at this. I'm wondering now if a large cup and handle are now going to form on Litecoin. You can see it's starting to do it here. Let's take a look on an exchange that has a workable graph for a trader. Okay, we're starting to break 105. It took all week just to get up to 105. So now let's see if we go up to an overbought conditions. It's having a hard time too. It's being interfered in. You can tell right now they're interfering with this rise. If you've been doing this as long as I have, a candlestick movement will mean nothing to you. Okay? I have a little advantage. I'd say I'm pretty decent in reading the market indicators. But I also have since I worked at a bank, I have another added advantage of understanding what a market maker might do to in order to extend his liquidity and make it more profitable, or if he has enough liquidity and the signs that there's something wrong with the liquidity. Now there was another exchange which was brought to my attention. My crypto wallet, they had to freeze trading today because they cannot provide the funds, which means they don't have enough liquidity. Okay? The name of the exchange is My Crypto Wallet. And then what do we have happen here? 2 weeks ago, when the market was going parabolic, random accounts were being frozen. Why? Because they didn't have the liquidity. Why would they sit on the price of a security to keep the price from going up? Usually Litecoin follows Bitcoin up, but during that period where Bitcoin was going parabolic, the brakes were put on Litecoin. They kept it down to 145. Now, what I can say is, for them to have enough liquidity, they have to keep Litecoin at 1% of the price of Bitcoin, or they wouldn't be able to have enough liquidity to go across the market. They would have to start freezing more accounts. So what do they do to solve it, to keep the market moving? They froze the price of their other popular coins. I don't even know if you would call Litecoin an altcoin anymore. I call them Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. They're the three top coin. The XRP's a Johnny come lately, so they're just new in the market. Litecoin's been here from the beginning. So those three are the top blue chip coins. Those are the ones we should focus on. We have now the Miami Dolphins. They'll take Litecoin now. So now that we've been, it seems almost funny that the news would come out right after this huge RSI reset. And that's why the coin was being held down, because they wanted to take advantage of the news that was coming out yesterday. This is getting to be a battleground. To trade here, to properly trade your crypto, you have to battle these forces that are now coming in here and saying, we're going to do the same thing we've done to all the other markets. We're going to come in here, dominate it, manipulate it. We don't care who we wreck or put in the poorhouse with our manipulation. You can't do anything about it. We have people that are bought and paid for that control the CFTC, the New York Department of Financial Services. They're all linked together. This whole government bureaucracy needs their reset button hit. All of these people got to either be early retired, fired, or thrown in prison, and replaced with people that are capable of doing the job, whose incentive is actually to do the job well. And us, in return, when they do the job well, should reward them. Not reward people who are sitting in the office and they're little pontifying themselves and benefiting from these people robbing us, and then sitting around and doing nothing when they're paid to actually to get off their ass and stop this. Now we broke past the EMA, so we're back above the 20. Let's see if we got a cross. Let's see if they gave us a cross today, I should say. Let's see if our Lord and Master took the chains off us today. Nope. Let's see on the 1 hour. We just touched. It's got to keep going up. We got to see a blue cross. So we don't even see it on the 1 hour. But the 1 hour RSI is steadily going up now. 2 hour, we're getting closer, but we're not there. Okay, the RSI is moving up. So we do not see a cross on the 4 hour. Alright? We don't see a cross. I took out my Bollinger Band. Okay, it's back. So people, start taking my YouTube link and just plaster it everywhere. Everywhere you can think of. I got 37 subscribers. If you go to 10 websites each, we hit 370. We get more subscribers, they do the same. We go exponential. Now, if this starts to happen where Coinbase gets wind of it, they start looking at the channel. Now, instead of us fearing them, they got to fear us. You know what's going to happen if this guy gets a lot of people watching his channel? We're done for. We're going to get sued. He's got proof. All right? Now, I went to a law firm yesterday, one that Coinbase has dealt with in the past. And I gave them this yesterday. I talked to them online. They're very interested in this. Very, very interested in this in Coinbase. And they're going to call me today. I chatted online. I gave them the link. put it in the chat box, and they went and looked at it. Oh, we're going to call you back right away, Mr. Russo. So Coinbase, be ready for another one, and you deserve it. And I'm going for the maximum amount. I'm telling you, people, your loss, it's gone beyond loss in my case. I actually had to fight to get these people to acknowledge and sit here and rack my brains out and investigate to prove that this is look what's going on now. We broke the market maker. Now immediately the dump starts. Now the market's moving up. This is what I'm talking about, the manipulator trying to control the coin and his bot actively attacking the price when it goes over a certain range. But it looks like since I opened my mouth and I had a jam session with these people at Coinbase, they turned around and made their market maker remove the trades because the trades are no longer here after yesterday's phone call with two of their staff. All right? Now all of a sudden, the market makers' trades have been removed. Now, if these people see this, right, and they see all of these people here at this channel and it's posted, or they'll stop. If they said you exposed them, they'll stop. Now, look, I do not see any double-sided trades here anymore. You know, two market-sized trades trying to hem the price. I don't see them anymore. They're missing. They're MIA. Gee, I wonder why. Is it because I'm exposing them? Nah, people, they've done too much damage to be let slide. Get active. Take a little time. Go online. Start taking the link. Posting it over there. These people are thieves. Here's the proof. This guy does good work. You know, I worked very hard trying to prove this, and other people too that helped me out. I didn't really do this all myself. One of the people whose accounts was frozen, he came up with the formula that proves that they're using those two trades that appeared back yesterday to force a mid-market price that's more favorable to the market maker and his business side of this whole deal, because the market maker's in this to make money. He's not running charity. He's here to make money too. So I can tell you right now, there's a bunch of people, if they know this market maker, right, and they basically, Coinbase has hired him, okay? He's an employee of Coinbase. He provides liquidity from Coinbase. And as a reward, they give him a certain amount for each transaction. So to me, he's either a contractor or he's an employee. You take your pick. And he's manipulating the market. So as far as I'm concerned, this is insider trading. He's helping generate fees for Coinbase. They're getting rich. And then he's probably just at their bidding as well. That's why they only have one market maker across all the trading pairs on Coinbase. I find it very funny that they're bragging that they have a market maker, and there's only one market maker for all the pairs that trade on Coinbase. It's very suspicious, and it's very dangerous, because if you ask anybody from NASDAQ, why do you have so many market makers? Oh, so there's enough liquidity at all times and all conditions. We don't want our market to be frozen. One market maker per security. NASDAQ, 14 on average. I'm pretty sure these guys could find another market maker. But then that would leave the control of the prices and the manipulation out of their hands. Well, again, spread this. Everybody just copy paste, go in the forums, look at this one. These guys are thieves. There's absolute numerical proof. Here's the letter that he's posted the letter from Coinbase to the new. and he's proven that it's false, that these guys are lying, start posting it all over the place. Okay, now let's get back. What are these guys perpetrating today? So far, we got a breakout above the EMA 12 and the 26 on Coinbase. Coinbase, their trading tools suck. So I use Binance, who gives it to you for free. Okay, we moved up in the RSI, but we need a stronger move up. Okay, we bounced off the bottom here. We had a move back up. We're about 105. We have a long way to recover. I say we'll recover in the next 2 days. Probably back up to this line of resistance, which is about 120, if they allow it. And the market will return to basically normal. It won't be capped like it was over here. And it was capped because why? If they didn't cap the trade, the price of Litecoin, again, they would have the same problem that this exchange had. They'd have to freeze trading today. So how did Coinbase cope with that? They freeze a certain number of accounts so they can at least provide enough liquidity for the accounts they left open. Okay? This is why my crypto wallet, they had to freeze trading today because they can't provide the funds. They don't have the coin and they don't have the cash. They freeze trading. How's Coinbase cope with that? They freeze a number of accounts. So now we know what's going on. How do they cope without having enough liquidity? That's easy. You halt the price progression of one of your top coin. You just put a damper on it and you stop the rise. The price doesn't go up. You don't need to keep coming out with more and more liquidity out of your pocket. And the exchange can keep on trading and focus on their main business, which is at that time was Bitcoin. And everybody says, well, now they're letting all the coins go up. Yeah, of course they can. Now with the prices, at the prices that this coin is at now, guess what? They have enough liquidity to let this run up back to 120. And now that Bitcoin stopped climbing, now it's going to be alt season. When this is why they're delaying things. Like things aren't starting at the time they usually start. Oh, this market's different. Sure the hell is different. Now they're at a stretch that if this market takes off, we don't have enough liquidity. What do? Oh my God! Well, we can operate if Bitcoin goes parabolic, but if the other blue chip altcoins follow up, we're going to have a problem. So what do? I know. Let's freeze people's accounts, a certain number. That'll improve our liquidity situation. The cash that they cannot remove from their accounts, we can apply it to the parabolic movement of Bitcoin. We put a self-imposed price limit on Litecoin, preventing it from rising above alarming liquidity issues, the price, and everything is fine. That's what happens when you have only one market maker. I'm telling you, their market maker is doing insider trading. There's too much funny stuff going on here. It's very easy to see. This isn't rocket science. Though they would love you to think this is rocket science by putting all these graphs all over the place and saying, "Look at me, I'm smart." You're not smart. You're a manipulator. I can make this. If I had enough money, I could probably do a better job in hiding my trades to market manipulation. But I'll make this market bounce up and down like a friggin' one of those Super Bowls inside a small, narrow hallway. If I had $10 million, forget it. You'd see Star Wars here. Lightsabers all over the place. By the end of the week, I'd have $100 million. So you could see what's going on. That they've been exposed, and it looks like since they exposed them after yesterday's foray on going into that jungle of retardedness, that they passed me on to some kind of guy who had no authority. Then mysteriously, after all of that happened yesterday, the market makers trades just poofed, evaporated. Now I see another one here, 1,085.47. You see what he did? He's still here. The market maker's still here. He changed the number again, and the number's 1,185.47. So he's still actively here. He's just allowing the market to go up. Now he has his trade post. He capped it at 107. What was it? He doesn't want it above 107. You see what he's got it in here again. They're doing it. I just had hope. Now he's got it at 106.91. So again, we go get the calculator. Now this market has very activity this time in the morning. He's at 106.91. 106.91 minus 106.04. I gotta clear it, people. I did it wrong. 106.91 minus. Damn. 106.91. See why you invented coffee? Minus 105.93. You can see that's about $1 away. Okay? You can see the lie. The other price is 104.78. Running to 105.89 minus 104.78. 104.78. Okay. We're not equidistant, and it's not the typical 40 to 44 cents that they stated to the New York Department of Financial Services. So obviously they're lying about what their market maker's doing, because they full well know he's manipulating the market. I don't know how many times I have to do this, but again, spread this around. These guys are allowing their market maker to manipulate the price of Litecoin, and it's an absolute known, provable fact. There is no doubt. If you go back to my videos, one of the videos says the letter is here, big bold block letters. That's the letter that we got from Coinbase, sent to the New York Department of Financial Services, telling you how the market maker's placing his trades equidistant to the last mid-market price or sale, and he's not trying to manipulate. Yet with simple math, the typical 40 to 44 cents is not typical. I've done this so many times, you can go back. I've never pulled anything 40 to 44 cents away from the last sale ever. The lowest, closest we got to it was 59 cents. So that typical 40 to 44 cents is not typical at all, right? So now we know that's not to be true. If one statement, one sentence in a paragraph is not true, the whole text that sentence is in is bullshit. Now again, spread the news. I give you total permission to wallpaper the web with my YouTube channel. Okay, we're up to almost $106. Will our Lordship and Grand Master, here we go, O great market maker, thou doest thou wish, I humbly obey to be at your mercy. Rob me, steal from me. This is what they're doing. You know, I hate to make a parody of it, but let's have some little lightheartedness. And oh yeah, by the way, the law firm that I got in contact is the Silver Law Firm, which is already suing these guys for something already. And I got the goods on him. This guy's going to go after you. This guy's going to be more than happy. More than happy. Do you know these guys laundered the money, the Bitcoin for Cripsy that Big Vern stole? Do you know that Coinbase laundered it? Coinbase laundered criminal activity. Oh, you guys didn't know that. When Big Vern stole all the people on his exchange, he laundered it on his account on Coinbase. And they full well knew he owned an exchange and didn't recognize that as suspicious activity, that the owner of another exchange is liquidating large amounts of Bitcoin, which is basically equal to the total holdings of Cripsy. No alarm bells there. I would have said, hey, what's this guy owns an exchange? Why is he liquidating all of these Bitcoin? That's a given, especially in the atmosphere that we traded. We all know that. Mount Gox. No, not these sharp knives that we have at Coinbase. These guys are also getting sued for that. Now, I got my money back from Cripsy. I settled. But now there's a second additional lawsuit on top of that involves Coinbase, and the Silver Law Firm is going after them for that money for their part in laundering stolen Bitcoin. They knew these accounts were not the CEO's personal accounts, that they actually belong to the state, to the clients of Cripsy. And Coinbase knew that, but they still allowed him to friggin' take the assets, cash them out, and disappear to China with them. So these guys, once again, have aided and embedded criminal activity. These guys are loaded up to the gills. You don't hear nothing about that. You go to the Silver Law Firm and they'll tell you that they have a case against these guys because when the CEO, Big Vern, ripped off all his clients, took all his Bitcoin, and then, the sharp knives didn't notice, hey, there's a large amount of Bitcoin being dumped by the owner of Cripsy on our exchange. No alarm bells went off. No due diligence. They knew this guy is the owner of an exchange, which is now frozen, right? Frozen. People are complaining. It's all over the web. Everybody's complaining about it. Oh, no, go ahead. We'll take your Bitcoin and sell it. We'll take your Bitcoin. There's no suspicions here that your exchange is frozen and people are screaming that they can't get their money out. These are the sharp knives, the Criminals Incorporated right here. This is a criminal enterprise. They deal with criminals. They service criminals. Brian Armstrong needs to go to jail. Charlie Lee needs to go to jail. They scammed when oh yeah, look, Litecoin's going on. Let's put Litecoin on a Coinbase. Yeah, let's do it. Tweeting company business like a pack of 12-year-olds in high school. You're professionals. You're running a multi-million-dollar exchange. You don't tweet it. But then that was part of the sales pitch to get you to buy in. So the price would get pumped, and Charlie dumped every bit of his Litecoin on the market like any criminal shitcoin owner. And then he walked out. And then he turns around, oh, I'm so glad. And another Chinese national turned around and did some research. I got to find his channel. And then they find out, well, Charlie, oh, I'm glad I dumped the coin at the price that I did. Had nothing to do with conflict of interest. And people go, why? Well, now I'm living quite comfortably. Well, wait a minute. I thought the whole issue of you dumping the coin was a conflict of interest. But that's not what I heard before. When you're on TV or you're in the spotlight, oh, I sold all my coin to prevent conflict of interest to show what a good guy I am. And then behind closed doors, yeah, I dumped all my coin, and I'm glad I did because now I'm rich. But he's not concerned about making anybody rich. He's not out there to do that. Well, he should have rephrased that. He's not concerned with making anybody else rich, but himself. These guys need to go to jail. Crypto will benefit if some of these guys are just hauled off to jail, thrown in there 10 to 25 years. Let them, let them, let them scrub dishes and aluminum prison food trays for 10 years, and maybe they'll smarten up. You see, he's back in. The market maker's putting up his fake trades, and they're not 40 to 44 cents away, as they openly lied to the New York Department of Financial Services. Now, for that inquiry, and they lied to you, New York Department of Financial Services, all trading should be suspended in New York in order to protect New York clients. It should be suspended altogether. We should be given notice in New York. If nobody else wants to do anything, fine. Give a notice to New York to withdraw our funds off of here. You gotta hurt them financially, and we can use Gemini. They follow the rules. We can go someplace else. Gemini provides the same services that Coinbase does, and they're faster. You get your money in your bank account just as fast as Coinbase. Gemini's a bunch of honest people. They notice that these guys are manipulating the prices, and the Winklevoss twins have mentioned it, and they actually got some of the top crypto exchanges. What are we going to do about this? You guys don't have to worry. I'm on your side. I'll do as much as I can to help you to get these criminals out of here. They came rushing in. Let's send them back out with their tail between their legs, and some of them need to be caged because they're too wild to let running around attacking other people. So let's see what happens today. I think we're going to go up. We're going to have a bum rush up, people. All coins are suddenly going to spring to life because the manipulator is taking his heavy hand off of it, and he's going to let it go up. So again, everybody has total permission to use my material and spread it all over the World Wide Web. Let these guys get exposed.